good, beautiful people? This is another episode of Mad Dogg World podcast. Joined here by the bros Mike Ski and B Smitty.
What's up, man?
What's good with it? Hey, my man Smitty got something he want to get off his chest, man. He said we was up here disrespecting them Seminoles.
Right.
So you got something you want to say. Go ahead, my man.
Like, so explain to me why a 13-0 Power 5 conference champion was left out of the playoffs.
Money in politics.
If you was on the committee, I'm just gonna do this. On the committee, your job is to put the 4 best teams in the playoffs, correct?
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah.
Without Jordan Travis, do you consider Florida State one of the top 4 teams in college football? Yes or no? If you a real Florida State fan, I know what the answer would be. But if you just a Florida State fan and you want to clown that you went undefeated,
That's really the biggest point, though. Go
I
ahead.
have no talks for you.
Well, if it's about choosing the best 4, then you telling me that Georgia can't beat nobody in the top 4 right now.
But Georgia knew they had to win because of that weak-ass schedule they had. They knew they had to win. If they lose, they was out, period.
Yeah, I'm going to be real with you. I don't think Georgia top 4 team.
Well, so if their schedule is weak and they play in the SEC, what's the problem with FSU being in there if they undefeated?
But y'all ain't the top 4 best team without your quarterback, though.
Yeah.
Your defense,
Let's
your
take out
defense,
all
though.
strength of schedule. Let's take out strength of schedule. Let's take out all of that. Without Jordan Travis, do y'all feel y'all a top 4 team in the country?
We'll never know.
There you go.
So basically, you just answered your own question.
Wait, no, we'll never know. But the problem is we won 2 games without him. That's the facts, though.
Yeah, but
That-
look
that-
how
but
y'all
one
won those
Vincent
games,
did y'all
though,
win
bro.
those.
Exactly.
Louisville game.
A
Well,
W-
Louisville game was kind of convincing
Right.
without him.
16-6.
That was our 3rd string quarterback, though. So you can't
Yeah,
even
third string. Then the
you
week
can't
before,
even
how
tell.
bad y'all came back and beat Florida.
Right.
It wasn't that impressive, but it was a good win.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Dominant second half. Both games y'all dominated second half, right? Okay, so you really can't take that, and SEC opponent and a good ACC opponent. So, you feel me? But if you had to remove one team and put Florida State in there, who are you removing?
Michigan.
That's what I was trying to get at.
Michigan. Yeah.
So it was politics with Michigan all year winning.
Yeah, I'm still not understanding why they was even in the
They
conversation.
how they was ranked that
Right,
high all
right.
year because the Big Ten wasn't that good.
Right. And the last 2 years.
And how they
got bounced
won,
out.
every other team was winning like that all year too.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? There's no way you can tell me the Big Ten is better than the ACC. You feel the Big Ten is better than the ACC in football?
Not from top to bottom, but I think.
They more top heavy.
Yeah, I think Michigan, Ohio State, Penn State.
That's tough.
I think they would beat most of the ACC teams.
Yeah. But top to bottom, if we gonna come out with a winning record against them,
right.
without a doubt. You feel me? And what you guys say? And then it's crazy though, like you said, man. Michigan got caught cheating, man. They basically pled guilty to say safe to say it. You know what I'm saying? Accepted the punishment, didn't fight it. So that's another thing. How you put them in there like that? You feel me?
Right.
But let me tell you something. This is what I want to touch on too. It's some funny shit going on. It's some funny shit. I've been doing this a long time. A lot of people say sometimes this shit is bigger than football. They got Michigan favored over Alabama.
Right. Now tell me if that makes sense.
Minus, I think it's 1.5. When I seen minus 1.5, those games let you know something fluky about to come on. About to go on, and they gonna circle somebody, and something tell me they're about to circle Alabama. Something tell me based off the line, not looking at film, not looking at history, just the line. These people in Vegas, they know what the fuck going on. You know what I'm saying? They can rig some shit. I'm shocked how Michigan is the favorite over Alabama. A team from the Big Ten never won a playoff game. And you got an Alabama team that came on strong and they favorite over them.
You said
And they know 80 to 90% of America about to put their money on who?
Alabama.
Yeah.
Michigan about to beat them.
So
I'm telling you, hey, they favorite.
Michigan is 14.
What you mean?
They 14 points over Alabama?
No, a 1.5.
Oh, 1.5.
It's a
Okay.
pickle.
Okay.
Then they're really a pickle.
Yeah.
When really going off football, looking at film, Alabama should be favored by how much? At least a touchdown.
I'll say 10.
Yeah, I was about to say 10. Yeah.
Think about that now. Somebody about to get circled, boy.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, somebody about to get circled. Somebody about to be pissed off. These folks know something.
Hey.
So with that being said, I go back and think, it almost got me thinking Kirby Smart rigged the Alabama-Georgia game. Because when I look at the defense he was playing, it was like he gave it to Alabama. How the fuck you doing a 2-man spy, man coverage? Anybody gonna come open.
Right.
You gotta blitz it. He'll run the quarterback. You gotta make him decide. You can't let him sit back there and dictate.
Yep,
he
right.
did a 2-man spy.
Right.
This nigga sat back there and picked them apart. That's not Kirby Smart.
Right.
Is that the way?
Right.
Come on.
Yeah, the quarterback like that, you need to put pressure on him and
And
make
he chewed them up.
make
You give any quarterback a time, and you do a 2-man spy on him, and you got man coverage, and he got motherfucking 4-5 receivers running fucking 4 threes. Come on.
Yeah.
Somebody gonna come open. You can't come on the back end that long.
Yeah.
They got no pressure. And for some reason, I gotta go back and look but they look kind of small up front. Like, damn, he had some injuries, some niggas he kept. I ain't never seen a D-line look like that.
You talking about Georgia?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I'm saying, thinking like, goddamn, what the fuck you and nigga had going on? You feel me? For real. And then I'm looking at this Michigan-Alabama game, and they got Michigan a favorite. So I'm going back and looking at, like, how the fuck did they come up with this? Somebody about to get circled. I'm telling you now, somebody heart's gonna be broke, boy.
Yeah.
You feel me? And you gotta think, Jim Harbaugh done been there how many times? They won a game.
Twice.
Come on.
2 years straight.
Come on.
And that's
Come-
another thing.
come-
It's
come
like,
on.
How you get credit and you
Come on.
Now they talk about TCU. That's the reason why FSU couldn't get in, but Michigan and got in twice and then got thumped.
I'm telling you, bro.
Like they should. They
You
they don't
know
belong in
everybody
there.
and their mama done lined up to go put their money on Alabama. I'm telling you now. They know
Vegas ain't finna lose all the money like that. At all.
Yeah.
in a game that they know majority of the money coming
seen what
on.
Mahomes
So
did.
this shit got me thinking, hey, Washington, my dark horse. I like Washington to win it all, low key.
Yeah.
That's who I'm going with as the underdog. I mean, it's easy to go pick Alabama
Yeah.
to win it all. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
I'm not picking Texas. I don't trust them yet. I don't trust that drunk ass head coach. You feel me?
Hey, man.
I don't trust your quarterback.
We're going to make you a believer,
I like
man.
Michael Penix this year. I like everything they done done, both sides of the ball. They done been in some tough games. They beat Oregon, which I thought was one of the best teams in the country, twice. You know what I'm saying? And I think Michael Penix doing a hell of a job. The coach doing some hell of play calling.
Bro, we're going to beat that shit by
Hell of
10.
all right, I'm going. We already told you I'm going with
I'm
Washington.
just letting you know.
I'm going Washington,
That
nigga.
same energy. Answer the phone
For
when I
real,
call
for
you.
real.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick Washington to win it all because they the only team I feel like need to be in there.
Hey, I feel like they was the most deserving team.
Right.
Boy,
Like,
y'all
I feel like
funny,
they-
man.
Michigan cheated their way to the top,
They was
and
the most deserving
ESPN
team.
helped Texas and Alabama get in there. So
Yeah,
they,
I feel like they was
they
the
can
most
both.
deserving team for real.
Right on.
Yeah. So we gonna
And
see.
I ain't gonna lie,
Me and
like
you
I used to
betting
like
that game.
Texas.
Yeah, we betting that game.
I know,
nigga.
please don't run for
I
me.
like
Answer the
Washington,
phone,
nigga.
man.
I'm
Come
telling
see
you,
me,
I'm telling
man.
you right now. You feel me? But that Michigan, I'm ready to see. I'm ready to see. We gonna come, boy. This gonna be a big game. I'm telling you now. Somebody about to get screwed. It's gonna be some fluke shit going on, some cheating shit,
Hey,
and we gonna come back and revisit this shit.
Hey,
I'm telling you, I've been gambling long enough to know in any sport, basketball or football, when you see a -1, that lets you know somebody about to get fucked.
Hey, look,
I'm telling you now, the -1s, bro, stay away from them.
I want to go on record. I'm taking Michigan and Texas in there for the national championship, man.
Okay.
I'm going on record. That's what I'm gonna say.
And I would take Michigan.
Yeah, I would say
What?
it's more.
man, bro, you is a
I
hater.
would take Michigan.
It's more likely we get a
Mahomes,
I'll
rematch.
take
on
Michigan,
him.
my nigga, for
Patrick
real.
Mahomes, if you hear me, keep sitting
I'll
on
take
man,
that.
dog. Hear me? Keep sitting
I'm
on
glad
man.
they losing. I'm glad they losing.
Mahomes, I'm glad you did what you
I'm
did.
glad
Start
they
again,
lose.
baby.
I'm glad they losing.
He killing my fantasy team, man.
I'm glad they
He
losing.
killing my fantasy team.
I know I got his ass too, bro.
Bro, let me tell you
I
something,
start to say,
See, you know me, I like to get them on the sports here now. But I could never get into fantasy past week 3. It's just it ain't enough of adrenaline rush. Like it's too long to wait on the money. You know what I'm saying? It's just I just always fizzle out. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I
it
noticed
ain't my
that.
thing. I like to, you know what I'm saying? Every day get to it. You feel me? That's just my thing. You feel me?
I know that about you for the last 3 years. bro.
Yeah, for real. Only
come-
1 year out of the past 8 years that have I finished the whole season.
Come week 3, your ass out of there.
I'm
bro.
out of there, bro. I don't even check my roster.
Hey, I had to
don't
call
check
you.
to see what the
I ain't check mine.
Oh, you bro said, man.
Hey, now look, Mike. If you want to rig it when we play or something, you got some shit. I'll help you. But I don't know all the league rules. Now, if you need some players or some shit, holler at me. I thought, yeah, we can do some shit on the back end. I help you get to the top now. Hey, I help you get to the top now, for real. But yeah, man, fantasy just ain't my thing, bro.
Yeah.
It ain't my thing at all. You know what I'm saying? Basically, just free money I end up giving away.
Yeah, I started out 0-3. I ain't even checked the cent.
I'm in
like
3
this ain't for
leagues.
me.
I'm in 3 leagues. I only made the playoffs in 1 of them.
Yeah.
Yup.
Yeah, they got me for $50, but I said I ain't gonna do it next year. I'm done.
And the one I'm in though, bro, it's only a 14 playoff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's crazy, but hey, I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
Hey, question, man. I want to get back on this clown, Deion. Coach Brown. I'm sick of the bullshit. I'm sick of his cult worshipers. They idolize this guy.
That's Green
He
Hero.
can't do
Be
no
careful.
wrong.
Right.
They don't call it down the middle. I mean, this nigga he like that pastor that you go to his church. You take you and your wife, and he's stealing your money, and he fucking your wife, and everything. Yeah, that's how some of these deals. That's the mind frame they put me in when I be talking to someone.
Taking
I
niggas
be
old
like,
ladies on a
man,
private jet.
A nigga had the nerve to get on the other day. I forgot I wrote some shit in the comment. I think what the nigga said. Nigga said, hi. He landed he got reinforcements. He got a whole new offensive line or something.
Right.
I'm just like, nigga, now one of them linemen that he landed outside of the high school prospect was highly sought after.
Right.
So why the fuck, you know what I'm saying? Then I see this shit, the king of the portal. The king of what? Signing the most players?
Right.
The fuck is the king of the portal? My nigga? When we go back and revisit it and we give our grade, what would his grade been for the portal last year? What was his excuse?
Yeah.
He bought it, he handpicked those players. He didn't just take, he didn't just give out scholarship. He handpicked those players and look what the record they got.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The record gonna be about the same or worse next year. Gonna be about the same or worse next year. You feel me? He created a team full of divas. And I wanna say, you got all these connections. You handpicked these players, right? Y'all didn't have a great year. You got all these connections to the NFL. How many players gonna get drafted from Colorado this year?
One.
Yeah, maybe one, and that's his son. Maybe that's a safety. Maybe.
Cornerback. Oh, he's a safety?
And I'm going on record.
Okay, I
And
thought it was
you know
cornerback.
what?
Yeah.
I thought Shiloh, humble. I thought he was a decent player. I didn't think he was the best athlete.
Right.
But I thought he was a decent player.
Good ball
I
player.
like a nigga that like come down and lay that contact too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For real, come down and hit. But I'm gonna go on record and say undrafted. You get brought in the camp by somebody, and hopefully can make a roster. You know what I'm saying? But I don't see it. You feel me? Now with all these resources these players I'm brought in, what's going on? You supposed to be the savior.
Yeah.
When I give him third or fourth round, just because who his daddy is, man.
Yeah.
Just because who his daddy is.
Just because who his daddy is.
Man, the folks in the NFL ain't worried about that shit, man.
Right.
You feel me? Don't give a fuck who his daddy is.
So, like, do y'all think it's a talent issue or is it coaching?
It's both.
It's both?
It's both.
Yeah.
I'm starting to see, bro, it's all smoke and mirrors, man.
Yeah.
It's bullshit, bro. You feel me?
Yeah.
Think about it. I think he had more players drafted. How many players did he have drafted at Jackson State 3 years ago? Like 4? 3 or 4 altogether? I think the highest one was like 6th round or some shit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I wouldn't expect
But if
a
I'm
lot of
going to
draft
play
picks.
for a nigga that got a gold jacket, that do all this talking and no football, I expect him to get me to the next level.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? Especially if I'm black and poor.
Right.
Nigga, you need to get me some NIL money. I go anywhere else to get me an education.
Right.
I need you to get me some NIL money, nigga, or you need to get me to the league. Because you ain't showing me how to be a real Christian. You ain't showing me how to stay married. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Or you teach me how to be the biggest hypocrite.
Right.
So what the fuck am I going to Colorado for?
Right.
Yeah.
For what?
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? How y'all feel about that, man?
Yeah, I mean, like to me, I think this job, like from the job from Jackson to Colorado, I think it should have been like a smaller school in between that because I don't see any proof of where he built up a program and built it up the right way. Like the portal is bailing a lot of people out because you can just bring in a bunch of players, but if you ain't coaching them up, then you just got a bunch of stars over there and you ain't got nothing going. You know, and I really think that's the problem. It's just they didn't seem like they got better from week to week. It was the same issue every single week.
And it got worse as the season went on. And you supposed to progress as the season go on.
He should have just stayed at Jackson State.
Of course.
Yeah.
But
You
they
building a powerhouse there.
But they put him over there. They sent him to Colorado.
Everything.
I'm telling you, man.
Everything he did, he's doing at Colorado. He could have done at Jackson State, if not more. He could have turned them into a powerhouse. Because you had the folks really, really believing in you. You know what I'm saying? They was selling out. Whatever their home stadium was. I seen that bitch packed. You know what I'm saying? They were putting good talent on the field. And the bodies, even the trenches players were going to start to come there. You know what I'm saying? Now you done ran and jumped up there. And I'm just, come on, bro. When you handpick your team and you get all these players in there, you handpick your coaches. and you build a whole new team from scratch. 6-6 is the worst you should be. I don't give a fuck his first year or not.
Yeah.
Like they gonna talk about, his first year, give him time. What the?
Well, like that's
Now
the point.
I'm looking at what he's doing in recruiting, players in the left and all this. What are you seeing that's showing you that it's gonna be an improvement? Right. And then it's crazy. Think about this. How the fuck a nigga you strip of play calling duty goes to get a head coaching job?
Right.
Damn.
Yeah. How, like, make this make sense? You feel me?
It's like you blame the offensive line, you called them out publicly, and then you called out the offensive coordinator. It's like, when does it come back on you?
Thank
And
you.
then at the end of the season, you lose your best recruiter in Tim Brewster. You got all these
Tim
other
Brewster left?
Yeah.
Where he went to?
I don't know where he went. I don't know if he just retired or what, but he gone.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's like you got all these coaches leaving. Those are people inside the program.
Thank you. And he had I think he lost 2 black coaches. I know one of their defensive coaches, a young black coach.
I saw
he left.
one leave, yeah.
Yeah, he left too. So I'm just like, damn. Now I do like the offensive line hire he made. Phil Load Hope. He was a decent offensive lineman in the NFL.
Okay.
So hopefully he can help them improve there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I do like that hire. I will give him that prop. That was a smart hire.
Man, that shit gonna be the same, bro.
You feel me? I don't see it for real.
That shit gonna be the same.
For
dog.
real, bro. Like when I'm looking at recruiting and we knew that portal shit, bro, like come on, man. And some of these kids, I'm like, bro, why y'all going up there? Y'all seen the shit show it was. But y'all think, you know what I'm saying?
The name, man.
Well, that and you got that just tell you what they're looking for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know if
Looking for some fame.
right. You know what I mean? They want to go up there and be a part of the show, but
Clout.
are you looking at that program and saying, okay, I can be developed into a good football player?
Exactly. That's why I said this other day now. It seemed like nowadays, we already said the kids becoming softer. It caught up in social media. He created a whole bunch of divas. They team was full of divas, like you said. You know what I'm saying? All that showboating, that's what got them niggas robbed out in L.A. You know what I'm saying? That's what got the locker room broke in. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy. High school cats broke in our locker room and stole the shit.
Right.
High schools.
Oh yeah, that.
You know what I'm saying? He got all that. You know what I'm saying?
For them.
Yeah.
Carlson White had me clowning too. Carlson White said, every school Dion and his son went to, they done got their ass robbed. Oh shit, boy, that prime, man. Hey, but back to what we were saying, like all that showboating shit got them kids robbed. Like we said, the kids nowadays, they more divas, they softer. And this is the thing that's starting to bother me. Well, it ain't bothering me, but kids still need to understand what the main goal is when you get to college. The NIL money is great.
Yeah.
That's not long term.
Right.
Are the kids still focused on a long-term goal? Get the best education while you there. Let me tell you something, folks. If these schools are paying for your education, go get the best fucking degree you can.
That's right.
Don't go in there and get no cheap-ass degree that ain't gonna pay you no money.
Right.
Go get the best fucking degree. Use them tutors. Help them push you through. For real, set yourself up.
Right.
Don't go in there and get no dumbass degree that you ain't gonna be making no money off of. You know what I'm saying? And this is the thing. Remember, your goal is to get that degree and get to the NFL.
Right.
If you get the NIL money, that's good. But it seems like now all the kids are worried about NIL money. Do they even have, it don't even seem like they have aspirations to get to the NFL no more.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Well, so like the NIL money, it ain't even guaranteed to a point, right? They basically saying, hey, we got this plan for you, $5 million in NIL money.
Yeah.
They not cutting you a check every week up until you get $5 million. You have obligations you got to fulfill up to $5 million.
And they can go bankrupt anytime and not pay you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's possible.
Yeah, it's not even, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Because Matt Rule from Nebraska was speaking on it the other day.
Okay.
Yeah, he touched on this shit. Like he's like, man, look, do your research because a lot of motherfuckers get out there and get your ass on. You get lied to,
Right.
And then you get recruited to another school, and you there, and that money get to acting funny.
Right.
You stuck there.
Yeah.
You stuck there.
And I heard one rumor when I was watching one of the FSU pods is that some of these NIL deals almost are like a 360 to where it's a loan and it's really depending on when you get to the NFL, hey, some of this got to come on back.
Oh no,
Yeah,
fuck
so-
that.
All of it ain't good, you know what I mean? I'm sure like some of the top players, they kind of getting sweet deals, but some of these, good to average guys, they probably getting the bad end of the still.
Yeah.
Deal. So
I got you. Hey, so look, what you think about Prime, man? Still a hypocrite ass Christian, man. Well, just think about it.
For me,
what you think about him and his Tracy Edmonds split?
I mean, that stuff kind of happened. They really don't say why it came out. but like for me, when it really come to Coach Prime, I really wished he would have went to a smaller school first and kind of worked out the kinks, because right now we're watching him make mistakes on the biggest stage and he's not even acknowledging it. You know what I mean? He's not even humble about it. It's prideful. And look,
can't do no wrong.
right, and a lot of them supported him at first, but at the same time, it's like they enjoy watching the fall. And I like Coach Prime, but I liked him when he was at Jackson because of the message he was sending.
Yeah.
That's when I believed in it. But then when the opportunity came, you jumped ship.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, that was a part of the act, man.
It was a part of that because it was a money game.
Right.
Because nigga, shut the fuck up. Nigga, goddamn well Colorado in your first fucking destination. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, come on, they ain't no dream school that you dreamed about going to coach at. You know what I'm saying? That was one of the Power Five that offered you the job. Because Auburn didn't offer you that job.
Right.
You know that. And a few of the other big names. That was the best school that wasn't there. And they brought you in for money. They knew you weren't about to come in and compete for no championship no year one, man. Come on. Cut that shit. They brought you in. Now look at the revenue he generated for that area.
Yeah, you got a lot of money for him.
You know what I'm saying? They done made a lot of money off his ass. You feel me? For real. So look what that shit could have been doing down there in Jackson, a city that needed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Majority black city that needed. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I don't know, man. I feel like I ain't really. I done lost all hope. It's gonna have to turn around. It's gonna have to be wins. Yeah. I got to see wins next year. Right. You know what I'm saying? For real. And like I said, for a man to be such a Christian man and a leader of young men, why you can't keep a woman, man?
Right.
Like, come on, man. You've been divorced, what, 2-3 times? Yeah. Then you gotta, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So they weren't married, right? They were just engaged.
They was engaged. I thought they were married, but see, they was engaged. You feel me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This the woman you have on your shoulder when you got the job in Colorado and all that.
Yeah.
You feel what's going on, man?
Yeah,
you feel me? Hey, behind the closed doors, you got some devils, don't you?
Must be the money, I guess.
Oh man. You see the future getting bright up there, man?
No. He didn't really make any coaching changes that I see that would change the culture, unless he himself changed it. I don't see that happening either. You know what I mean?
Who's his offensive coordinator now? He's still gonna stay with Pat Sherman.
Is that the guy that
that's the gay to play calling do this? Yeah.
I mean, if it's the same guy, like I said, the offense didn't get better. So I don't know.
I still don't understand how you, being a black coach coming from an all-black school, don't hire not one black coordinator. That's mind-boggling.
Right.
Considering all the greats you've been around, all the connections you got,
right?
You couldn't find one coordinator that was black that was worthy. Are you serious?
So I'm wondering how many he reached out to and how many of them saw it and it was like, I'm good.
Man, the man sound like Uncle Tom to me, low-key, man.
I mean, because it's just like,
come on, man.
People say, like we hating on Prime, but it's like, look at the players that he ain't getting.
Yeah.
They telling you how they feel about the man. You know what I mean? Like if he had the #1 recruiting class and all that, fine. These portal guys, hit or miss. You know what I mean? But if the guys out of high school are looking at that and saying, no, I'm good, that ought to tell you something. Because the parents see it too, and they're like, you're not going up there for that.
Yeah. And they done lost a lot of players off last year's team that transferred out too. Yeah, a few the running back transferred out. I think one of the receivers went pro. They done had a few players that contributed last year that left them, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But like I said, man, they get the winning, we'll see. But like I said, this is why I stand on the shit. It's a shit show.
Yeah.
It's a shit show right now, for real. All the you seen how they went on that Luther Street, all the celebrities started, you know what I'm saying?
Everybody left.
For
Skip
real.
Bayless and them stopped talking about it. They had no more to say about the man.
Oh, man. And this is the thing. This was the funniest thing I heard right here. I donate some goddamn money. I give away some money to the ones that really been standing behind him, and they've been in the comment section telling, playoffs next year. If they make the playoffs, I'll donate some to you. Just send your cash app or your Apple Pay through. I'll see you something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'll see you something. For real. If they make the playoffs next year, I would be. It ain't happening.
Right.
And it's going to 12 teams.
Yeah.
They would not be one of the 12 best teams in the country next year. I'm telling you now. Hey, look, man, it's good to have a lot of football there. We got a lot of football. 6 games, 3 NFL, 6 college, man. I'm going to ask you some quick questions real quick, Smitty.
All right.
Hey, we got to get back to following that NFL. I know that shit be looking a lot of scripted. It ain't as entertaining as it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, it's just, I've always been college ball.
Same.
And then as I got older, I used to love the NFL when I was younger. As I got older, just kind of play it out too.
And remember, Barry Sanders is the greatest
Adrian
running
Peterson.
back
Adrian
to ever
Peterson.
touch a football.
Adrian
Don't you
Peterson.
ever forget it. Barry Sanders is the greatest running back to ever touch a football. We're going to let the people decide that. You need to put a poll.
Adrian
you need to
Peterson.
put a poll up. Green, put a poll up. We're going to have the people vote. There we go.
Adrian Peterson Adrian Peterson is the greatest running back of all time. Barry Sanders, number 2.
Look, Barry Sanders is the greatest offensive weapon the NFL has ever seen outside of Tyreek Hill.
Nah, can't.
Outside of Tyreek Hill, that's how far I'm going with it.
Marshall Faulk was better. Nah, NFL, you say offensive weapon. Nah, so
Offensive weapon ever.
Marshall Faulk can run and catch.
Very
LT,
cool.
LaDainian Tomlinson, the same thing. So they just.
Hey, I like that. We're going to let the people vote on that. We're going to let the people vote on that.
Adrian
man.
Peterson, though.
All right, check this out. NFL, Vikings and Bengals. Who you got?
Is Burrow, he out, ain't he?
Yeah,
I go with the Vikings.
Vikings. Steelers, Colts.
Steelers.
Broncos, Lions.
Lions.
Okay. All right. Ohio, Georgia, Southern.
Ohio.
Howard, fam.
FAMU.
Jacksonville State, Louisiana Lafayette.
Jacksonville State.
Miami, Ohio, Appalachian State.
Appalachian State.
New Mexico State, Fresno State.
New Mexico.
UCLA, Boise State.
UCLA.
Cal, Texas Tech.
Texas Tech.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, now, look, we're going to put that poll up. We're going to see. Now, look, you said there's a show you want the people to check out.
Yeah, it's been out for a little minute. I probably watched about a month ago. It's called The Fall of the House of Usher.
What category is it? Thriller? Suspense? Action? What?
Thriller, suspense, and a little bit of horror. So,
Oh, that's my type of shit then.
yeah, it's
The
pretty
Fall of
good.
the House of Usher?
yeah.
So look, y'all go check that out. The man said it's a good series. Some of y'all should check out. You know what I'm saying? We already touched on that Bad Surgeon. We're going to start dropping little documentaries or TV shows once a week. We're going to come back and review them on The Fall of the House of Usher. I'm going to check that out today, too. I'm going to start that up, see what's the name.
Yeah.
Hey, you didn't get to finish The Bad Surgeon yet, did you?
I probably got like 10 minutes left, so I watched most of it.
Crazy shit, though.
That man should be in jail for life.
For
man.
life.
Yeah.
Life.
I don't see how
He got to go in the high, not this shit became public. How you did, folks.
Yeah.
For real. Shit had that shit had no chance of working.
Right.
Talking about stem cell, that ain't shit had nothing to do with no stem cell.
It sounded good up here.
Exactly. Out, man. It's one thing that kind of bothered me. Hey, listen, if you can't afford the tip, just stay at the crib, man. Stay at the crib. It's not optional. It's mandatory. I'm the type, even when I get bad service, I still drop that 20%. But I ain't fuck with that person again. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Sometimes you got to take one on the chin. You know what I'm saying? But these servers, majority of them, they work too hard, man. That's how they make their living. Don't be that what's the name. I be hearing all these horror stories. And then the amount of respect I get when I go to a restaurant, especially when I'm a regular at, and they just have so much more respect for you. They treat you nicer. And I'm just like, man, that's just what I'm obligated to do. I'm not doing it to get no favoritism in this motherfucker at all. You know what I'm saying? One thing about me, I'm going to drop 20 to 25% no matter how bad the service is. Service horrible, I won't request that server no more. And if I come to a restaurant twice and it's something is horrible, and especially it's outside of the hands of the server, I'm just done fucking with them for a while. You know what I'm saying? But look, man, if you ain't got that money, go through a drive-through for real. It ain't optional, man. Stay at the house, man, for real. That shit's mandatory. You gotta tip. And them people, the good ones, really, really appreciate it, man. Trying to tell you, like, the smiles that be on their face. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you go over here, their conversation. They already been a stereotype somebody. Cause they already kind of know who the motherfuckers is they ain't gonna tip. You know what I'm saying? It ain't. Am I lying, green? Nah, for real. So don't be one of them people, man. For real, for real. I'm trying to tell you, it's gonna save you a lot of headache. And they're gonna treat you right. They're gonna treat you right when you tip. I'm telling you now. I'm telling you now. And another thing, fellas, women pay attention to tippers. I'm letting you know now. Women pay attention to men who tip. You know what I'm saying? You trying to impress a lady, or if you think you about to get in good with her, and you done tip this woman under 10%, 5%, you know what I'm saying? You just kill any chance you got of making anything happen. Say if you was trying to hit on the server, right? And you tip a 5-10%. Say you come back in there and you try to shoot game or something. Bro, you dead. She already remember you. You dead. You take a shorty out on the first date. You know what I'm saying? You paying for everything. You tipping like a chump. Hey, that's probably gonna be our last date. Probably gonna be our last date. I'm telling you, women pay attention to tippers. Believe that. Hey man, look, it was something me and the homies was talking about the other day about dating in today's world. How much you should spend on a first date, and I said that totally depends how much you like the girl and how far ahead you already thinking, and if you could kind of see into her mind, you feel me? You don't want to roll out the 5-star. You don't want to roll out the 5-star, you know what I'm saying? If you already know she, you know what I'm saying, she about to, you know what I'm saying? You already know if you think she getting over on you, she playing you, blah, 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 some shit like that, you know what I'm saying? But if you think y'all sharing the same mutual interest, you know what I'm saying? Boom, boom, boom. Hey, drop whatever you think. Drop whatever you think. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. That's how I see it. You don't want to be nitty. You really don't want to be nitty on the first date. You know what I'm saying? You really don't want to be nitty. But if you think that shorty just out to get a date and a dinner, which I think is lame, you should never, ever, ever go out to eat with anybody and be entertained at a table with them if you have zero interest in them. Man, go home, cook you some noodles or some shit. It ain't that serious. It ain't that serious, man. Me, I ain't going on no date with nobody I have zero interest in. It ain't happening. I don't give a fuck if they paying. I'm good. I'm good for real. I ain't got nothing to talk to you about. I'm gonna be annoyed. I'm gonna be looking at you annoyed. I'm probably gonna get out and walk out. You know what I'm saying? So I don't see that. I think that's kind of lame. I think that's real. That's like post shit. You feel me? That's post shit. To go on a date, have somebody buy you alcohol and food, knowing you really don't like them or have zero interest in them before y'all even got on that date. I think that's kind of whack. You feel me? I think that's kind of whack. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, if you digging a shorty, drop whatever. Drop whatever. You think she wasn't, spend whatever. It ain't no limit. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no limit. But just make sure you get you a second date. You feel? For real, man. But that dating world is crazy out here, man. It's real crazy. And look, huge plus. If you can still build chemistry with a woman and you don't have to go on a super, super expensive date. You know what I'm saying? Like, nowadays, I'm going to be real with you. Nowadays, 90% of women don't give a fuck what you look like, what you smell like, none of that. They want to know, do you got some money? Let's keep it real. 90% now. 90%. Am I lying, Green? They don't give a fuck what you look like, how fat you is, what you smell like. Do you got some money? You feel me? You know what I'm saying? But look, hey, them ones that first date, you go do a picnic in a park somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Something real romantic. You know what I'm saying? It's still a few out there that's down for that. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't many. It's hard to find them. It's hard to find them. Trust and believe. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm telling you now, majority of women, do you got some money? You feel me? I know it's tough out here for both men and women. You understand? For real. So, hey, we're going to revisit this again for real. Hey, man, it's no secret. I'm a sports fanatic. You know what I'm saying? I love my Miami Hurricanes. I love my Miami Dolphins, especially the motherfucking Hurricanes, though. But my homie said, man, you ain't got nothing to get on today, man. What's going on? I was like, man, look, you see I got that Brazil on, man, that Brazil jersey. So let me tell you the story behind this, right? So I was on vacation. I think I was in Miami, right? Right before I was headed to Key West. This was back in like September. So this is when the FIBA World Cup was going on. And Brazil was playing Canada. Huge underdog. And I was looking for an upset that day. You know what I'm saying? I was already up stupid amount of money. And I was looking for an upset. So I had a little extra money, you know what I'm saying, to try some funny shit with. So I forgot how much, man. I put a few $100s on Brazil. I think when I caught them, it was live. I think I caught them at like plus 850, plus 900. I think the money line pregame was like down there like 12, 13, 1400, something like that. So I'm watching the game. I'm like, man, these niggas got a chance to actually win this shit. And Canada had a stick this year, man. I think they had Shai Gilgeous. They had my boy from the Houston Rockets, Dylan Brooks. Who else they had? They had a few more NBA players. So they had a good ass team. So Brazil, they handled that shit, pulled away late. And when I seen them niggas won, man, I said, fuck that. I gotta go show my appreciation. Man, I drove straight to the motherfucking mall when I bought me a goddamn jersey. Straight up. And I've been itching to wear this motherfucker for real. So the day I finally decided to put that hoe on, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the country of Brazil for that big ass upset, the basketball team when they upset Canada. You know what I'm saying? I look forward to visiting Brazil one day, man. One of the countries in South America I really look forward to visiting. And I think it's like the only country, if I'm not mistaken, in South America that don't speak Spanish. See, a lot of people don't even know. See, I like to study history and about different cultures and religion and stuff like that. And, you know, as time progresses, I hope to visit a lot more places and actually learn firsthand about these things. But a lot of people don't know, in Brazil, they speak Portuguese. You know what I'm saying? So in order to speak Portuguese, what that tell you? Portugal had to conquer Brazil at one point. So I was like, that's crazy. Brazil speak Portuguese. Brazil is surrounded by like what, Chile, Argentina, you know, like Ecuador, like Costa Rica, and all these other Spanish-speaking countries. And you got Brazil, which is the biggest country in South America, and they speak Portuguese. So